And OG Krugston.
And today is episode 61 of the OG podcast. Um, B's always going to be little bit late, and then we're also going to have special guest Crew Dog join us for a brief interview. For you guys know that today is the affiliate spotlight episode, and today's episode we are going to Twitch affiliate spotlight Crew Dog 217. So for those that are listening on SoundCloud or anywhere else, make sure to go to CrewDog217. Go give him a follow. Show him some love. And yo, man, things are looking good. So, OG, how has your week been?
It's been decent. I basically did kind of the usual, a lot of Final Fantasy. Not a whole lot going on there, but doing that still. Still leading the Guild 7 nights, and then of course we did our role playing campaign on Saturday, which was actually pretty epic. Like near the last hour and a half, 2 hours of the night, we had like this really really rough boss fight, which was really really cool. It was one of those situations to where because the person who runs the game knows our abilities and stuff. So he made it challenging to where we couldn't just do what we normally would do to beat most things. We had to think outside the box, so it kind of
Nice.
forced us to be really creative. And then they really learned how broken my character was, so that made things 10 times better. So I felt really good about that. But yeah, I mean, so we did a little bit of that. I'm still doing Shadowverse on Sundays, and I am still playing Tales of Zestiria, which is a really, really, really good game. Really good RPG. It's kind of in that action RPG genre, similar to like Star Ocean Till the End of Time for those who've played that. It's similar to that where you control one person doing stuff while the other people kind of do whatever their normal stuff is. But it's a really good RPG, really good stories, nice animated look. It's just really really solid. So
That's what's up.
um,
That's what's up.
yeah, I'm really enjoying playing my PlayStation 4 at least one day a week. It's really nice.
He said one day, wait, yo, 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 what up, Ghost? Yo, 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 what is up? DB, thank you for that host. And yo, 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 thank you for that host. What is up, Magic 7? Yo, we getting live and we getting lit. Like I said, today is the Twitch affiliate episode to where today we will be interviewing Twitch affiliate Crew Dog. He will be making a guest appearance. Now, side note, he will be driving. Yo, just DP without resub. Let's go. Let's get it. Yo, thank you so much for that resub there, just DB. Man, y'all crazy, man. Thank you all so much. Um, Bezoid will be coming in a little bit late.
Handycam, we just had a stream baby.
Can we just have a stream baby? What? I'm confused. I'm lost. Maybe my computer narrator said it wrong. But we just had a baby. Oh my Jesus! Wait,
Oh.
did somebody just have a baby? I'm so lost. But anyway, just let me know when you want me to come in on leaving the house now. I will. I'm gonna kind of wait for Bezoid to come in, cause I know Bezoid got some questions for you too, but I know he will be making it. He'll just be a little bit late. He's at a school meeting right now. 9 months. Oh, okay, I get it. Me and DB just had a baby because he's been subbed to me for 9 months. I get it now. I get it.
It took a second.
Yeah, sorry. I haven't drank my coffee yet. Um,
Mm,
so I'm a little behind. So what are we naming the
yeah.
baby, DB? But anyway, that's cool though, man. Little side note also, Star Ocean is getting a remake or is being remastered on PS4.
Wait, which one?
The one you were talking about.
Okay, till the end of time.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I'm very interested. As a matter of fact, I actually have history with that game because that was a game that was super duper hyped to me, hardcore. This was back when I was working at the comic store, and one of my customers was like, "Dude, you gotta try Star Ocean. It's going to be like the best thing in the world." He thought Final Fantasy was good. this game is just going to be just as good, if not better. I mean, he was putting mad hype on this game. So of course I didn't believe him. Like, yeah, whatever. You're just trying to suck up to me because I'm in a video gaming and I run the store or whatever. But I ended up playing the game, and lo and behold, it was just as awesome as he said it was. I was very, very impressed. It was the first time anyone ever really hyped a game that lived up to the hype. It was pretty legit.
Was it better? Was it better than Final Fantasy? Hey, what's up, Reem? What's good, man? My 14-year-old carry in Fortnite. What's good, man? Yo, but what was
I would say that you can compare.
Okay.
I would say it was a good match for Final Fantasy. It was a really, really solid game. Now, again, it is in the action RPG genre, so it's not like you're putting in commands for every character. It's not like turn-based kind of thing, but it's still pretty legit. It's really good. The story was interesting. I think it kind of dragged out towards the end, but the story was interesting for a good solid half of the game.
Yeah.
And the characters had their own unique abilities and things you could do. It was different, but it was a good different. I liked it a lot, actually.
I would say that's how a lot of RPGs were back in the day. A lot of them dragged out towards the end, but I mean, you could do that back then.
Yeah, you could get away with that.
You could be right back. Don't get into get into the juice. No, I'm not. I'm waiting. Don't worry. We are not getting into the juicy bits yet. We are just doing intro and how the week is. We ain't getting into the talk shit. I'm kind of waiting for Bezoid, cause Bezoid has some things that he wanted to bring up that he was super excited about. So yeah. He was like so excited, like it was hard for him to contain himself. So. Yeah, it was that much excitement. And we were talking about it while we were playing Fortnite a while back. He's like, dude, why? He's like, why do we only have one podcast a week? And I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. Hello, I'm Paul Dwight. I have not heard from Janet or you more than a week. Your friend Paul's in here. Says he hasn't heard from you guys in a week.
Oh, okay. What's up, Paul? Honestly, the woman hasn't been feeling good lately, but once she starts feeling better, she will be back on. She's been wanting to play really bad. Again, when people are kind of sick, sometimes it's hard to want a game. So I mean, I had that same problem too when I got sick. I didn't really want to game much myself. So
see, I'm weird.
I definitely understand.
When I'm sick, I want to game more.
I
just want to just lock myself in a room and just game, and everybody leave me alone. It's weird, right? I'm like, leave me alone. I just want to game. What is up, Pew Pew? By the way, I think your name is Pew. I don't know.
Yeah, his name is Pew Pew. Yeah.
What up, Pew Pew? What up, man? Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, when I was younger, as a teenager and as a kid, if I got sick, yeah, I used to play a game. Matter of fact, I remember playing Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island when I got the flu. And believe it or not, it was actually a good memory, because that was when I actually finished the game and completed 100% while I felt like crap. It was kind of a proud moment. But
nice.
But yeah, I used to game a lot when I was sick. And for some reason nowadays, I get to that point where I just don't even want to look at nothing. I just kind of want to like sleep. Like, I think that's my problem. I just get so tired. And that's what happened with the woman. She's been like kind of sleep a lot too. So, it's just been hard for her to really function lately. But she's starting to get better, but it's just going to take a bit. So hopefully she'll be back on the grind soon.
Magic said, I agree, Handy. The Switch has become my sick console. Nice, man.
Nice. There you go.
I was gonna throw my money at the screen for a Switch, but now I've come to the conclusion that I have to get an Xbox One X. It just
really,
yeah. Here. Well, I don't want to get too much into it, but I guess I can kind of a little bit because it does go into my week. So for those that don't know, Crew Dog and he got an Xbox One X, and I said, look, I need you to test out PUBG and you let me know, like, cause I know, and I'm not saying that any of y'all do, but I know when it comes to Crew Dog, he ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing when it comes to his opinion. And I said, because that's going to be whether I make it or break it to whether I really get an Xbox One X. And PUBG just plays a lot better on the Xbox One X. In fact, I'm surprised that they didn't just make it to where the PUBG only came out on Xbox One X. Well, I will pray. Pew Pew said, "Well, I will pray for you both, for you, and all hope Janet gets better." In fact, you just reminded me. I forgot to open up the podcast in prayer, just because I got hit with so many messages. Everybody switching and doing things around. So,
all right. Well, thanks for the prayer request, by the way.
Definitely.
We'll be back soon. And go ahead, Andy.
Definitely. So, what I'm gonna do is, since you just reminded me, I'm gonna go ahead and open up in prayer real quick. I'm sorry, I know it's in mid conversation, but we're gonna go ahead and do it, because if not, God gonna kick my butt. All right, dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for the day, Lord, and Lord, I just thank you for everything that you're doing. And Father God, we lift up Dwight and we lift up Janet right now, Father God, and we just ask for them to be at peace, Father God, and you take away the sickness, Father God. Lord, we also pray for the kids at the school, Lord, that you keep them safe, Father God. And Lord, we just pray for safe travels for anybody that is traveling to and from work or to and from their destination, Lord. And Father God, we just ask you right now, Father God, that everything be at peace and no drama. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So back to what I was saying, like, yeah, like so the game completely plays 100 completely different, as far as you basically don't have to wait for the rendering job so much, the Nintendo 64 graphics to pop in, and it just plays a lot better. So I don't know, I'm really thinking about having to throw my money at the screen, because that's a game that I'm really investing a lot of time in, and I really want to be good at it. Now, is it worth a $400 investment? I don't know. It's just something I'm thinking about, but we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens.
I think right now the console standard is $400. Whether it's worth it or not, that just depends on how you feel about gaming consoles in general at this age. But
yeah.
If you feel that $400 is worth consoles in general, then yeah, it's worth the money, whether it be a Switch, an Xbox, or a Sony, or a Microsoft or Sony system. Yeah,
that's very true. But my week's been pretty good. Been doing a lot of gaming. Went to a birthday party. My wife's biological father's birthday party. And then I found out some good news.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, because now that I have the podcast on SoundCloud, for those that want to go check out the podcast on SoundCloud, just look up Handy Kill Cam and the podcast will come up right up. I don't know why, but it's Handy Kill Cam now. Whatever, it is what it is. It's all good. You bring up Handy Kill Cam and the podcast comes up in SoundCloud. But anyway, so I took the RSS feed, right, and I put the RSS feed in the Stitcher thing for Stitcher. Well, now Stitcher works perfectly fine if you use SoundCloud. It actually pulls up the picture and everything. So yeah. The SoundCloud was a good investment. So now not only are we on SoundCloud, we are back on Stitcher again with our picture showing up. So, yeah.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, that was a good investment. It's a pretty expensive. It's kind of expensive, but I know guys got it. So, definitely. And then I've been playing a lot of Fortnite, weirdly enough. People, it's crazy. It's the most popular game right now, across the board, not even on Twitch, just across the board. And it's everybody's playing it. Is that why I'm playing it? No, I feel like I owe a responsibility to start playing it again, because I'm the one that got everybody in our squad. I'm the one that got everybody into it before Fortnite was a thing. And for me to bail out on it now when it's so big, and just because I feel that the game has gotten more complicated, seems a little messed up. So I've been diving back into Fortnite like full force. I've been playing it more than just once a week. I've been playing it twice a week. I got like 7 wins on Xbox, 3 wins on PS4. So we just taking it by storm. I literally got carried by a 14-year-old yesterday. I'm making a YouTube video of it. Actually, I've already got the YouTube video up, but it's not being released until Saturday. I got a PUBG video released this morning. So I've been creating a lot of content.
But it didn't work.
Yeah, I'm actually also I found out something because I thought I was good with my Elgato HD 60, which is fine. It's a good card, but it doesn't just take the raw data. It actually has a H.264 chip built into it, and if those don't know what a H.264 chip is, it's basically like an encoder. Well, there's actually an encoder already in the HD60, and that actually what causes the delay with the Elgato HD60, and that's what also causes sometimes the poopy quality, because it's having to get it's having to, like, it's already getting compressed, but then when you go to upload it or edit it, it's getting decompressed and then recompressed. So it's actually making, excuse my language, but it's making the video more shitty. So I'm really looking into getting an Elgato HD60S because it actually has the chip removed and it's just the raw data, and you can actually get more I'm getting real nerdy right now. You can actually get more, what's the word? Like gigs, like more data in the video from the raw form, which makes the video more clearer and more better in a better picture. And it's actually more lesser on the CPU. And from where I'm standing, because I'm doing this all from a laptop, the lesser this on the CPU, the better for me. So I'm actually looking into upgrading my my Elgato, which I probably might do that before I get the Xbox One X. And the only reason why it was brought to my attention is because I've noticed like the last videos that I put up have just been like kind of like looking pixelated. Like my wife don't notice it, but I notice it. This one's a little bit better. But I was doing more research on it, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's just the HD60 and I need to switch to an S. So I'll probably be making that investment. I'm excited for Overwatch. The Overwatch new season 9 actually starts today. So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited for a game that I can't even play because I don't own a PC, but I'm excited for it making a comeback. But I will be talking about that later on. And yeah, I've just been. Unfortunately, on a sad note, I have not played any Monster Hunter. So.
Oh wow. Man, Bezoid would be very, very disappointed.
But Bezoid knows, and in fact, Bezoid has been my teammate on a lot of Fortnite games. In fact, me and Bezoid won yesterday on Fortnite.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so Bezoid knows, and I think I'm gonna leave Monster Hunter to be a me and Bezoid thing. In fact, remember guys, Bezoid will be making his Twitch debut on the 3rd of March. And that will be on a Saturday, and he will be playing Monster Hunter, and me and him will be doing a co-stream. I don't think he's announced the time yet, so just keep informed, or keep asking me, or just look out for Twitter. I may have to put it on Twitter myself because Bezoid says he has a Twitter, but I can never find a dude on Twitter. I'm just saying he's like OG on Twitter. I don't think he uses Twitter like OG does.
I know I don't.
I know, yeah. I know you don't use Twitter. But yeah, man, that's been pretty much my week. Just been chilling. Kind of slowed down on the house hunting because yeah, we want to move, but like there's really no need for it. Like there's no need to rush. So we're just chilling right now. Other than that,
Yeah, I'm kind of taking my time in the move too, because I mean we're moving this year as well. We don't need to move until about September, October, so I'm kind of slowly looking for something, and then when something really, really good comes up, boom, we're gonna grab it. So I've been kind of putting in work on the weekends when I'm off and have time to look it up. I've been looking at prices of houses, whether to rent or to buy, whatever the case may be. We're even thinking about doing one of those like repossessed house where you can
mm.
basically get it for cheaper.
I was gonna say,
The
isn't
thing
it
with that
cheaper?
one, it's a lot cheaper. The thing is, you have to be there at the right time because if you miss out, you miss out. Like, because I mean, they don't just have a list that you can have for a year. I mean, you have to see it when it's ready and jump on it before somebody else does.
Right,
So it's that
definitely.
grind, it's that hunt.
Definitely. He said, Rimtech said my dad bought a new house. Cool, congratulations, Rim.
Yeah,
That's
congrats.
awesome. That's awesome. That's the kid that carried me. He's 14. I don't know how he's watching me right now. I hope you're paying attention in school. I was gonna ask you, how did you play Fortnite yesterday? Weren't you supposed to be in school? Just saying. Just saying. I mean, I'm very thankful for the carry. I mean, you got 11 kills by yourself, and we were in duos. He practically killed everybody. And I died practically in the beginning of the game, and he just wreaked havoc. It's pretty amazing. But anyway, it's crazy. I was starting to think about that yesterday. My wife was like, "Shouldn't he be at school?" And I was like, "You know what? You have a very valid point. I don't know why he wasn't in school, but anyway, I have a side note to pick with you, OG. That
What I do now?
I saw on your Facebook. It's not nothing you did. I just thought it was very interesting, and I would thought maybe you would like to share. What is the deal with our buddy, like just messaging you openly on Facebook?
Yeah, I don't know. He's just weird. That's all I can say. I don't understand why he did that. I guess I haven't been giving him enough attention. I don't know.
Um,
Like, some
like,
people just do stupid things. I
because
don't know.
here's a funny thing, right? That same person doesn't do that with me, which I'm very thankful for. But he he DMs me on Facebook. So I'm thinking to myself, why is he posting on his wall? Why?
Yeah.
Like, are you trying to show people that, hey, look, I talked to Dwight or G? Sorry, but everybody knows your name by now anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried about it.
I mean,
Um,
I was just like, what? And I was
well, I guess because he sees a lot of other people post interesting things on my page. Because I have friends who post like some pretty interesting stuff, whether it be gaming related, music, whatever the case may be. So I
right.
have different friends who post some things on my channel, or my channel. It's not YouTube, but on my Facebook.
Facebook, the new
Oh,
channel. Go
yeah,
ahead.
right. But I guess maybe he's jealous
I
that
don't know,
I
bro.
don't know.
It was very interesting. That's why I commented and I put LOL. I was
Oh, I
just
know.
I was just like, okay. And then he actually responded. He actually responded again, and I was just like, rip. And I was just like, okay, well, I don't know, but
Well, I'm not
yeah.
gonna have a full blown conversation with them on my wall. Like, that's not
Yeah,
happening.
that just reminds me of our other. Well, that's this other person's more an acquaintance, but that just reminds me of that one acquaintance that doesn't know how to use Facebook at all and puts
Yeah.
everything on the wall, and I'm like, bro, it's called a private message for a reason.
Yep.
But I just thought that was to be interesting, and I just wanted to bring that up before we jump into our stories because I thought maybe you had a reasonable explanation, but apparently you're in the same boat I am. Makes
Oh
no
no,
sense.
I have no idea why he did that. I was just as surprised as you were.
I was like, wait, am I seeing this? And like he did the whole like Facebook painted
Oh
background.
yeah, he
And,
did it all dramatic.
it was a high, and I'm like, okay, okay.
Uh, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I was like, I mean, okay.
We have weird friends. I
And
mean,
then
that's all I can
and
say.
it would have weirded me out if 5 minutes ago if he wouldn't have DM'd me, but he DM'd me on the same platform. So I was like,
Hmm.
okay, what?
Yeah,
I was like,
I
okay,
mean,
that makes perfect no sense.
I
But
mean, people message me on Facebook all the time. As a matter of fact, I have to silence my phone during the podcast because people have a bad habit of Facebook messaging me during the podcast. I mean,
yeah,
if it was any other time, they wouldn't message me. But the fact that it's during the podcast, I think it's a great time to want to have a conversation.
they're like, well, since we know you're near your phone doing the podcast, can we message you? But
Yeah, right.
definitely. But why don't you go ahead and hit us with your first drop of knowledge there, sir?
Well, I'm going to give you some stats.
Uh
Nothing super duper. I'm just proud to see this because it's a mobile gaming thing, and I got to bring it up. But the mobile game that won Mobile Game of the Year, Fire Emblem Heroes, apparently made over $290 million last year.
Holy bejesus!
Yeah, the game just came out early last year. As a matter of fact, I was one of the first ones to play it. I haven't played it in a while, and I'm a little bit ashamed because I really love the game. I just have too many games, and I didn't have time to squeeze it in. But yeah, in less than a year, well, pretty much a year now, the game has made over $290 million.
Oh my Jesus!
Nintendo knows what's up. Not only did Nintendo have like the best game of the year, but apparently they had the best mobile game of the year too. I completely forgot about that. And the funny thing about this is Fire Emblem is not one of their biggest franchises at all. It really isn't. It gets
Yeah,
overshadowed by just about everything. It gets overshadowed by Mario, Legend of Zelda, Mega Man, and everything. But in terms of the mobile platform, which I honestly believe that this type of game is probably better as a mobile platform than on a console platform, just because of the way that everything's gridded out. Yeah, like that game has made tons more money than the Super Mario Run or every other game that Nintendo's ever came out with, or any other mobile game in general.
the thing.
I mean,
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was
You're
gonna say the
good.
thing that baffles me is if you think about it, they are conquering the mobile market in two different ways. Okay,
Yeah.
they're like, okay, oh, so you don't want to buy our Switch? Okay, okay,
Hmm.
you'll play our mobile game on your phone though. So either way, we're dominating the mobile market, and it's crazy. It's really crazy.
Oh yeah.
They actually won some awards too. I forget what awards it was, but I saw it. And I was gonna bring it up, but they actually won awards for the Switch and all their like stuff. It's pretty crazy. Like Nintendo is like silently. They're like silent but deadly right now. They are the SBD.
Oh yeah.
They are the SBD fart. For real.
Hmm.
They are just slowly taking over. You won't see them in like, like the major console games, like the major consoles. Like you won't see them making games for Xbox and all that. That's fine now. That's fine. Cuz
They don't need to.
they're doing what streamers should do, and they should just dominate their own market, their own thing. Instead of like trying
Hmm.
to, take over somebody else's thing. Dominate you. Dominate
Yeah.
where your strengths. You know what I mean? And I don't know why I threw that in there. That was in there for somebody. But you know, and that's what Nintendo's doing. They're using their strengths and they're just dominating because really who can mess with Nintendo right now? Honestly. In the mobile gaming industry, who can mess with Nintendo? What's up, Kitty? Oh my Jesus, Kitty, how are you doing? I'm so happy for your growth. I'm so happy for everybody's growth, but Kitty's been rolling with me for like a long time, and to see her go from like 4 viewers to like 47 viewers, and then to her to just be doing what she's doing, like she's just doing her thing, like she's dominating her strengths. Exactly what I was talking about. She's dominating her strengths and what she does best. She's being the best Kitty in the top hat she could be, and it shows. But like that's the thing. Like who can mess with Nintendo right now in the mobile department besides like a gaming developer? But like there's nobody out there right now that's making another like handheld console. Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody. you know, people are egging PlayStation to
go
like
handheld.
go handheld, but I mean, really, the Vita is still kicking butt. Believe it or
Well, I
not.
say the Vita still exists. It is kind of a thing. Some people just overlook it too easily. Um,
It's
Not that
really
I'm
cheap
like
right
used
now.
to it either, but it's cheap and some people still play it.
Hey,
I mean, it's
here's the
valid.
beautiful thing about the Vita, and it almost makes me want to throw my money at the screen
Hmm.
and get the Vita. You can beam your PlayStation game that you're playing on your PlayStation with your TV off and play your PlayStation 4 games on it. And
That's
if
interesting.
you have a Wi-Fi connection, if your PlayStation is hooked up to a Wi-Fi at your house, you can
Yep.
technically play your um PlayStation 4 games away from your home, as long as you're connected to a Wi-Fi. It doesn't have to be the
Right.
same Wi-Fi network. So that's very
Okay.
interesting. So
Yeah.
I don't see the need for
So they're gonna make a new handheld console,
they don't. They
basically.
really don't, because they just basically like made their Vita better, but I just don't understand like why they're discontinuing it. I mean, I'm kind of happy because it's like dirt cheap right now. You can go buy a PS Vita for like $30.
That's pretty good.
And
Yeah.
I would say if you own a PS4, I would do it, because just so you can just freaking sit down. You could sit down and play freaking Fortnite. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And stuff like
Yeah.
that, or Monster Hunter, or Final Fantasy 15. Uh, why not? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Magiseth said this. He says that defies my life. Is gaming getting games 2 years after release? Getting 2 years after release? Hey man,
Hey, I do the same thing.
it,
Uh, it's just a thing where sometimes when this console first comes out, you don't have the money to buy it right then and there, and sometimes it's not even worth buying it in the beginning anyway. You might want to wait a little while to get all the cakes out. So,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
I
I do
mean,
the same thing.
I ain't gonna lie. There's been some games where I throw my money at the screen, like right when it comes out or whatever, and I was like, thinking it was gonna be amazing, and they've been epic failures, and nobody plays them, and but sometimes it does good. Sometimes it's a good thing to wait. You know, I would be that person that waits too, but God's been able to open up doors to where I don't have to, if per se, if there's something that I really want to do. God's been opening up doors, but there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you can get Madden
Yeah.
dirt cheap now. You can get Madden like $12 if you wait 2
Oh
years
yeah.
or a year, if you're into that kind of thing. But that's just to show that games
Right.
lose their depreciation pretty quick, except for games like GTA and Overwatch, which I still gotta throw my hats off to them. Which Overwatch was free again this week, or it was last weekend. Overwatch was free, so if you got your hands on Overwatch, I hope so, because Overwatch is still a good game. I definitely love
Yeah.
that game. It's hard getting used
It
to.
looks pretty legit.
Yeah, definitely hard getting used to. But yeah, man, Nintendo. Going back to what you were saying, Nintendo is kicking butt, man.
Yeah,
Nintendo.
last year was the year of Nintendo, and they're still going strong because I'm not going to get into it yet because that's going to be a topic. But there's some rumors of some really hype stuff going on later this year for Nintendo, so they ain't done yet.
Oh,
They ain't done yet.
oh, they're not done yet. Well,
Oh no. Well, we'll discuss that later because I'm sure Bezo is going to want to hear this part. So
yeah, I
I
know.
kind of want.
Peace, we're waiting out. We're saving all this stuff for you, and you ain't here yet. You need to hurry up.
Yep.
So check this out. My wife wanted me to bring this up because my wife is
Sure.
into mobile gaming.
Yep.
This is her all-time favorite game. She's been playing this game on and off for 6 years. It's still the same game. It's still, and this was her son. Was her take on it. It's fun. It's simple. It's easy to pick up. The game is called Zombie Tsunami. Basically, it's like one of those games where you go and it's like a side platform, but at the same time, like you go and you collect these zombies, right? Well, these zombies start following you, and you have to see how many zombies you can collect before the end of the level. So basically, but you have to go through all these obstacles without hitting cars, without falling or jumping. But even if you jump at the right time and you make the jump, your other zombies may not make the jump, so you lose the zombies. My wife's total train of zombies was 69 zombies? So she had like a trail of 69 zombies following behind her. She like I said, she's been playing that game since me and her met. And that was like 6 years ago. And that game is still going on, it's still kicking, and it hasn't changed. Really? I mean, it's changed a few cosmetic things, but it's like, and it takes microtransactions too, as far as like cosmetics for the zombies and stuff like that. And
that makes sense.
And the reason why I was like, man, I should bring this up in the podcast, because the game's been out for 6 years and it's still going.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy. For a phone game, that is absolutely bananas. I don't think I've ever known a phone game to ever last that long. And I was telling her, I was like, you got more patience than me, because after a month, I'm done with a phone game. Like, I don't know what it is with phone games. They just can't. They can't keep me. They can't keep me. I don't know if it's the controls, or maybe I can't. Maybe I can't put the phone and maybe I can't put the phone and gaming together. I don't know what it is. Maybe my brain likes it separate. I don't know. I can't. I've literally have tried and tried and tried. And that's not saying that the games are bad. The games are good. It's just me. It's my personal take on mobile. It's hard for me to stay engaged into a mobile game. It really is.
Yeah.
For me, I see my phone as a network, socializing, connecting, networking, business, get stuff done kind of deal. It's hard for me to actually sit down and game on my phone and stay engaged into a game.
And I'm the complete opposite, because my phone, it basically is my console. I mean, that's literally what it boils down to.
And this comes from a man that got a PS4 at his house. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
But that's just what it is. I mean, that's technology. That's really what it boils down to. But not everybody. Now, mobile game is not for everyone.
Right.
And I mean, some people, you're better off just playing on the console with a bigger screen where you can see everything, things like that. I mean,
that's the thing.
Nothing wrong
That's
with
the
that.
thing. I love a bigger screen. I gotta have a bigger screen. I gotta have something in my hands. That just sounds so wrong, giggity gig. But yeah, I
feel you.
I gotta have like technology.
Now, there are some games that don't necessarily need a big screen. Like, for example, if you're playing a strategy RPG like Fire Emblem, if you're playing a trading card game like Shadowverse, or Hearthstone, those games don't necessarily need a big screen. But I would say, rather than playing on your phone, if you can invest in a tablet, that would probably be the best thing, because you can see more. Because the phone is still pretty small. So if you're going to game on a mobile device, I would say that you are better off gaming on a tablet. The only reason I don't use my tablet is because it's one of those cheapo free ones that I got from my old phone provider, so it's not the best of quality.
Nice.
Now, the woman has been potentially saying that she wants to get me a tablet, but I'm like, I don't know, we may want to wait on that, but we'll see what happens. But
you need a new computer first. You need a hard drive.
Well, actually, we have a laptop now.
Oh, nice.
We were able to get one recently, so that worked out, actually.
Oh, there you go.
So we have that going. She's kind of messing with it, and I'm kind of doing some small things here and there with it, kind of learning it and whatnot. So I do have a laptop now. I don't use it a lot because I don't really have anywhere to put it to where it's comfortable to use yet. But but once we move, I plan on finding a spot for it. So that I can potentially do more. But yeah, we do have the laptop now, so that part is done. But I do later on want to get a better tablet, so that when I do my mobile gaming videos, I'd rather play it on my tablet than on my phone.
Definitely.
That's kind of the plan.
Definitely.
So yeah, definitely tablets if you got one and you're a mobile gamer, tablets are definitely the way to go, especially with certain games where it's hard to see, like I don't know, Arena of Valor, where it's a whole bunch of crap on the screen. A tablet would be much better to play on than a phone for that game
Well, not
specifically.
only that, but the controls on that game are just a little flinky.
Yeah, the controls still bother me, but I'll adapt. I mean, I really feel like the only way for me to successfully play that game on my phone is if I had one of those controllers attached to it that you can buy for mobile
I don't
phones.
know why you just don't link up your freaking your controller to your phone. You could do that. Your controller, you have Bluetooth connectivity on your phone, right? You could do
Yeah,
you. Okay, well, all you have to do is your controller is Bluetooth. Your controller hooks up to your phone Bluetooth. I see it all the time. You could do that.
yeah, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I was like, why? You could just do it right now. Oh, you gotta spend those $70-$50. Um, I
Right.
mean, yeah, you're not playing
Well,
FPS, so it's the latency is not really gonna bother you
right.
that much. I mean,
I'm
it's
about to
not.
say it'll still be annoying, but
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it
especially if
it
I get
won't.
competitive.
I know, but it won't. It won't. What I'm saying is it won't be. You won't even notice the latency. Like
Right.
it's like a millisecond. Like you won't even notice it. Now in FPS you would notice it. I don't know why, but it's just weird. I don't know. I've seen a lot of videos on it. You'll be fine. Just try it. I mean, I would do it. I would do it with me, but I use my PlayStation a lot, so it's pointless. But
Right.
you don't. I mean, you use your PlayStation once a week. Might as well use the controller. I mean,
Yeah, well, I mean, just because I only use it once a week doesn't necessarily mean the woman doesn't use it. So that's the only reason she's not playing now is that she's not feeling good. But yeah, typically when I'm not on, she's on. Because there are games that she plays other than No Man's Sky as well. There's a couple of RPGs she plays and other things too. So
that's
the
cool.
PlayStation does get used. It's
Right.
just she uses it more than I do because I just don't have the time. I mean, I'm either working overtime or I'm doing my role play thing on Saturday, which is why Sunday's really my one console day play because it's the only day that I'm home long enough to enjoy it. Because if I was to play it today, I might be able to get on for like half an hour, and that's just not long enough for me. I can't do that.
Right.
Not
Right.
for a console game. Now for a mobile game, that's perfectly fine. But for a console game, I need hours and hours of solid game time. So that's kind of why I actually am very drawn to mobile gaming because I can get that fulfillment from those type of games in a short period of time. Whereas with consoles, I really can't.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. Me, I sit at home most of the day, so I can console all day long. But
Yeah.
definitely okay, Bezoy. You taking a little bit, so I'm gonna go into some of little bit of my juicy details a little bit. So watching Big Timer, I found out that H1Z1 is making a comeback. And what I mean is, actually, today there's a big update that's dropping out for H1Z1 that's going to completely change H1Z1. For those that don't know what H1Z1 is, H1Z1 is actually one of the first games, actually the first game to come out and really put the battle royale genre on the map. Before PUBG, before Fortnite, before that, it was H1Z1. In my opinion, H1Z1 is a really cool game. I've enjoyed H1Z1 from a spectator standpoint. What do I mean by spectator standpoint? Because I don't have the game, I don't play the game, um, um, because it's PC. Why do I enjoy the game? Because it's fast paced. This is why I say H1Z1, or this is why I say Fortnite is a lot like H1Z1 instead of PUBG. Right now, in my opinion, there is no game like PUBG because PUBG is super slow, and it's one reason why I'm good at
Mm.
PUBG. Player Unknown Battlegrounds is a very slow, stealthy kind of shooter. It's why I'm good at it because it moves slow enough that I can think and make better decisions. Fortnite, you gotta move fast. H1Z1, you have to move fast and you think on your toes. And now, once PUBG came out and once PUBG came out and once Fortnite came out, um, H1Z1 became very stale as far as people just didn't want to play it because you can use scopes in PUBG, you can do all these things with PUBG. Fortnite, you can build and do all these things. It's so cool, blah blah blah. But today, H1Z1 is changing the game. Now, here's the funny thing. I have no idea what it is. Nobody has no idea what it is. Only people that know what it is are certain people that are content creators that that get the inside of what's happening, and they've already recorded their videos, but they couldn't release it until today. And from a very good source, well, I'm going to say big timer, he says that he feels like eventually people are going, and this is just from him, he said people are eventually going to get tired of building. Because basically building, like, you pretty much are like building for 10 minutes and then you're battling, and then you're building for 10 minutes and then you're battling, and you're building for 10 minutes and you're battling. All while you're battling now. It's not like you're stopping to build. You're like literally building while you're battling. So sometimes it's like a real, well, you've seen Fortnite. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay. So what he was saying is eventually he feels like people are going to get burned out on that. And they're just gonna want to, a hardcore, battle royale where you're just shooting things. And he feels like, maybe eventually H1 might come back, or PUBG, and I don't know. I mean, I tend to draw towards more PUBG than I do Fortnite. Not because Fortnite's a bad game, not because PUBG's a better game. We all know how PUBG plays on Xbox. But I tend to just like to go in and just shoot some things instead of worrying about having to build or build a wall behind me or do all these things. There's certain times where I'm just like, you know what? I just want to just go and I just want to be the best of what I can be, and that's shooting. I'm not the best shooter in video games, but when it comes down to it, sometimes I can get good shots. And I would have to agree with this. At some point, people are going to, because now Fortnite is making it where everybody could be a really good builder with the auto, what is it called? The auto switch materials, where like if you run out of materials, the guy will automatically switch to the materials that they have the most of. And then it also has like spam building, to where now you can just hold down the trigger and you can build like 20 walls in like 8 seconds. So I mean, as much as I'm happy for this, I'm not happy for this because it makes it easier for me to build, but it also makes it easier for everybody else to build.
Right.
So people that were already building good against me already could build even better. You know what I mean? So it's like it still doesn't help me to a point. So, but it does, but then it doesn't. So, go ahead. What's up? Yo, what's up, Cloudy? What's good, man? Sorry, I had a cursor over your name and it did some weird stuff. What's good, man? What's going on, Cloudy? So, like, my thing is like, I don't know. I feel like it could go back to normal, and it couldn't. I mean, you never know. I don't know. What do you? I know you don't have a lot to say about this, but you have a lot of gaming history. What are your thoughts?
Well, it kind of depends. So, like for example, with Dragon Ball Fighters, a lot of people are complaining that they have auto combos instead of being able to do like legit combos. And I kind of feel this is kind of a similar genre or a similar idea where basically you're using, I guess, a mechanic that would require a little bit of skill, and you're kind of putting an easy button on it.
Right.
But I don't know if it's going to be similar to where you might be better off doing it manually, or is it 100% better to just auto build? Like, do you know?
Well, so it's better for me to auto build, but I know some people that are good builders right now. Big
Mm-hmm.
Timer is one of them. Act like I talk to him, but I just watch a lot of his videos, and he just makes a lot of comments.
Mm-hmm.
And like he says, like, you know, even though the auto build is there, like I still use the regular. I respect that. I respect that, Hans, since you have trouble with building, but the building part is a core of the game. You know, I definitely agree. Like the building part is core of the game. Like I totally understand. Like that's why I'm not hating on it, but at the same time, like I'm looking at it from Big Timer's standpoint, because Big Time, like he said, you know, he was like, eventually people are gonna get tired of building for 10 minutes in the heat of the battle, and they're just gonna want to just battle. And that just raised up the question to me, like maybe, you know, maybe this is true, and it makes me wonder what the H1Z1 update is going to be. I will be watching his video. It actually is already been uploaded. It was getting uploaded at 8 or 9 Central. So I will be watching it after the podcast to see, but he says that H1 could really be making a big comeback. Of course, not to kill Fortnite. Not to kill Fortnite. Can't nothing kill Fortnite right now. But you know, Fortnite, you know, but people got to realize that Fortnite is like pretty much in its own league. Now, you know, you say it doesn't make it easier. I mean, it does, but like I said, like a lot of the skill builders, they still don't use the auto build. A lot of them just tap.
Okay. Because if it's a situation to where you can auto build, but it wouldn't be as great, I guess, or as efficient as, you know, doing it manually, I say it's okay for those who want to be lazy about it, because the ones that do take the time to do it manually, if it's actually better overall, faster, whatever the case may be, then yeah, go ahead and allow it, because people who are able to manually do it still get more out of it. But again, I don't know the mechanics as far as how much of a difference it makes when you auto build and when you manual build. It really just depends on how they balance that out.
Piezoid's here. Piezoid's here.
Uh-oh.
Oh my Jesus, you're here. Good.
How's it going?
So, as we were discussing, I don't know if you heard, but H1Z1 is having a major update today, and it's changing the game. Nobody knows what it is except for the people that are doing the content creators that are already like, you know, good with H1. They let them, like, you know, see it early and make video of it early, and they're releasing it today. It's going big, and one of the people that I watched, which is Optic Big Timer, said that H1 could be making a big comeback. And he also was saying this, that, you know, at some point people are going to get tired of building for 10 minutes just to have one battle.
Nah.
He said, nah. He said, nah. I can see it. I can see it for me, I can see it from my standpoint, because building is a pain in the butt, in my opinion. Now here's something that I gotta say, and I'm sorry if I miss anybody's questions right now. But I gotta knock on the whole battle royale genre, as a whole, and this is gonna suck because I absolutely love the battle royale genre, but the problem that I'm having with the battle royale genre right now is, like, there's always a better version on PC. I feel like, you know what I mean? You know, because you go and you be like, well, yeah, I play that on PlayStation, or I play that on Xbox, and like people are like, that's nothing, it's PC. And, you know, same thing with PUBG. And then, like, I'm not gonna say who, but I was like, would you ever play H1Z1 on PlayStation 4 if it came out? They're like, nah. I would because, and that's the thing. Like I feel like console deserves its own battle royale game. Whether it be PlayStation, whether it be Xbox, whether it be both consoles, I feel like they deserve their own designated game. You know what I mean? Like why can't like a battle royale game be good for console and be sucky on PC like Call of Duty? Like, nobody plays Call of Duty on PC. I'm just being real. You know, if you want to play Call of Duty, you gotta play on console, right?
You're always gonna have that problem because people think that PC is always better, but PC got an advantage.
Right.
You know, they already got an advantage because of the connections and everything, and you're always going to hear that this is better on PC, this is better on PC. But until we get situations like, anybody remember Mortal Kombat X and how the PC version was horrible compared to console.
Right.
They won't admit it until it's admitted by developers.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There needs to be a game that draws people to console, just like Call of Duty draws people to console, just like Halo draws people to console, just like, you know what I mean?
That's because the battle royale genre started on PC.
That's true.
There will be games that's gonna be battle royale that's gonna start on console first. Just give it time.
Yeah, yes. So, Bezoid, how are you?
Oh, I am okay. A little tired, a little drained, but I'm pretty good.
We're gonna go a little bit backwards since you just started. How was your week?
Oh, busy, very busy. I want to get to gaming, but dealing with this stuff with putting the kids in school and meetings after meetings after meetings with the school attendants and personnel is kind of draining. But we'll be done this week, and
you'll be back to normal.
I'll be back to normal, yeah.
And another thing I want to ask you, because I did bring it up in the beginning of the podcast, we do know that you are having your debut, this Twitch debut, on the 3rd,
yes.
Saturday, correct? Did we come up with a time yet, sir?
No. I think I'll have a time by Friday, though.
Okay.
Friday, I should be able to turn. I'll probably tweet it out and give you the information and let you tweet it out and everything. And it should be known what time on Saturday.
Because you're still not following me on Twitter.
Speaking of which, I will follow you right now.
But yeah, definitely. You didn't miss much. We were just talking about that, and then OG was talking about how Fire Emblem on the mobile circuit is made over how much again, OG?
Over $290 million just last year.
That's
a lot of money for a mobile game.
It's a little crazy, man. It's a little crazy, and we literally been waiting for all the juicy stuff for you.
Oh, I'm honored you waited for me.
Yes. Bezoid is streaming. He will be streaming this Saturday. He'll be making his debut. His Twitch debut. Definitely.
You said Fire Emblem has made how much?
So Fire Emblem Heroes, the mobile strategy RPG, has made over $290 million last year.
Wow.
Yeah. That means a lot. Like when Fire Emblem first came out, the reason this is such a big deal is because when it first came out, it had made more money in a month than just about any game ever, just within its first month. But I personally was under the opinion that, okay, so it's a big deal. It's making a lot of money now. It's probably going to drop off probably in a few months. I could not have been more wrong. It continued to make more and more and more and more money. It is so popular. There's a reason that it was voted the #1 mobile game of the year last year. Like, that game goes hard, apparently.
Apparently, I need a hype emote because everybody was saying, "Where's a hype emote when you need one?" But DB got us covered with the hype emotes. I don't know if that's your hype emote or whose hype emote it is, but thank you, sir, because everybody's hyped that you are going to be making your debut.
Well, thank you.
Yep. So that's crazy though. 280 million. Like what the flip? That's crazy. Now,
Oh yeah. And this is all just some little microtransactions here and there, but there are so many people who continue to play the game. I mean, I'm at that point right now where I'm thinking about just playing it again and maybe making videos about it. Since apparently it's a thing. I mean, I might as well make it a thing. I mean, I like the game. The only reason I stopped playing is because there's like a billion other games I was playing, but I may have to make a decision and maybe boot up and get rid of another mobile game for that. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens there.
Here's a mobile game side quest.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what mobile game is big in Japan right now? Anybody take a guess?
What's that?
PUBG. PUBG has officially made a mobile gaming app.
Oh wow!
You can download it kinda and play it here, but I mean you got ping. But it will be officially released in the States soon. The funny thing is, the game is more optimized on the mobile than it is on the Xbox One.
Wow.
And plays a lot better on mobile than it does on the Xbox One. And yeah, I know, I do. Yeah, CD, DB, yep, still runs better than the Xbox One version. Yeah, it technically, I mean, it kind of looks better in my. Well, it doesn't look better as far as like a realism look, but it looks cleaner. It doesn't look a mess. It's actually really interesting. I've been watching a lot of videos on it. Told you, they were crashing in on the PC. Yeah, the PC success. I mean, you got to, right? I mean, wherever you can see your pockets fill up, I guess people got to do it. But since Bezoid just came in, Bezoid, you got any knowledge for you, sir, to drop?
Oh yes. The big thing I've been waiting to say.
Yes.
I learned like right after the podcast last week. I think it was Thursday.
Yep.
And this will be good for both you and OG Crunchster. It was I'd say about a month and a half back we did the show, and yeah, I think it was about a month back. We did the show, and I said that it was a game coming from PC to PS4, and there was a
beta.
Beta. I was about to say demo. There was a beta for it, and now there will be an open beta coming on March 9th. Ooh. And I was urging everybody to go for this game, and it will be coming back on the 9th, and everybody can try it. That game is Terra.
Ooh, I can't wait. Is that one
game?
game?
I remember you talking about it,
Yeah. I can't wait. Willing to try it and see what happens.
Also, we've been hearing that it won't feel the same the way it used to be. It'll feel like an upgrade because the developers said when they first did the first beta, even though it was like the PC version, they was like, we need more. We need something newer.
Right.
We don't want to just bring it over. We want to upgrade it. And so this going to be something special. So we'll see come the 9th. I'm urging everybody to go try this game out.
It's on PlayStation, correct?
Yes, it'll be on PS4. I think it might be coming to Xbox as well. I'm not sure. I can by next week I can get a confirmation exactly if it's going to be on both. But I know exactly it's going to be on PS4. But I want everybody to go try this game out and give back feedback because they are listening to the fans.
I may make a video on it. Who knows?
So.
Who knows? I may make a video on it. That's cool.
Maybe that'll be my Sunday thing. After it drops off, I may take a look at it for a while. It'll still be open for a while, I assume, right?
Yeah, it should be open for a while.
So yeah, I'll
for like a week, probably, right?
I'm thinking like a week. Yep.
Yeah.
The last one was almost.
Yeah, it was like a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remind me the podcast before.
Okay.
That day. Yeah, because I will forget.
Definitely. Definitely. So, here's the next topic. Well, go ahead, OG. What was the next thing you wanted to discuss before I get dive into this topic? I'm about to go back into Fortnite here in a second.
Okay, you're good. Then I'll So it's not 100% confirmed. It's kind of rumored, but I want to bring it up because I think it's going to be pretty cool. So back on the Nintendo hype train, because you know me, I'm always talking about hype for Nintendo and how amazing they've been doing and how they're going to try to do as good as they can this year and still be relevant. Apparently, there are two games rumored to come out this year. One I'm not so excited about because I'm not really into it, which is going to be Pokemon. But Pokemon's really a big, big deal. So you know, for those of you that are Pokemon fans, there is talk about a Pokemon game being on the Switch this year. Apparently,
Yeah, I
not
heard about
100%
that.
confirmed, but you know, it's a thing. However, here is, in my opinion, the bigger news, and I wanted to bring it up while you were here, Bizarre, because this is kind of a fighting game thing. Supposedly, they might be bringing a Smash Brothers to Switch as well this year.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah,
not
I heard
and it's not
that.
gonna be the port version of the old one?
We actually don't know yet. It has not been confirmed if it's going to be a new game or a ported from an old version, so we still don't know yet. But the fact that
Because
they're going to be bringing one to the Switch is still pretty legit.
yeah,
I mean,
it's needed. I would say Switch and
I mean,
Smash.
honestly, I don't know why they didn't do it sooner, but I mean,
Well, I always thought it was because from what I understood is that they said they confirmed that Smash was going to be on the Switch, but it was going to be a ported version of the Wii U version of
Yeah.
because
But the new
Okay.
one, I haven't like
no,
I haven't heard too much about it. But the old one said it has been confirmed to be ported over.
yeah.
So
There were-
Okay.
I'm thinking they're going to see how that plays on the Switch and how it'll be received before we hear more about the newer version.
But I mean, if Fortnite's coming to the Switch and Call of Duty's coming to the Switch, it's more like why not? You know.
Next thing you know, Overwatch.
Oh.
Overwatch
Speaking
on
of
the Switch.
Bezoid, today or tomorrow starts the new season, and the new well, I won't get into it yet, but the new Sombra update is in effect.
Tomorrow?
It's already live right now. I played
Wait,
it.
it's her update is now.
Yeah, I played it yesterday. I played it last night. Sombra's update is live. May's update is live. Who else's update is live? Sorry, my computer did some virus thing, and I was like, "Oh my Jesus, don't do no updates right now."
Brought to you by Norton Antivirus.
They were the May update is live. Doomfist update is live. Sombras, and who else? There's another one, and then the new hero is supposed to be dropping soon. So, yeah, but yeah, I was already playing it last night. Sombra's amazing. Sombra is gonna be a game
Really?
changer. Yeah, she's gonna be a dope DPS.
And I'm updating right now.
Okay. So,
Nice.
but before I get into that, that's crazy. The thing that I wanted to bring up since we were talking about Pokemon, it's a little side quest. Did you know Pokemon is going to be an esport? If it's not already.
Wait,
I'm not surprised.
So like Ultra Sun and Moon Pokemon? Or are we talking about like Pokken Tournament?
Like battling virtual Pokemon, like Pokemon.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's
I'm not surprised.
it's to the point where like everything's being in esports now.
Well, to be perfectly honest, Pokemon's been kind of a tournament-worthy game for over a decade now. I mean, because they've had a TCG forever.
Right.
Why not be an esport for the electronic version? It just makes sense. I'm just surprised that it's taken them this long to get started.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. And it's funny because because Hex he did a Q&A video, and somebody said if you could get into any esport, which esport would you get into? And he said Pokemon because he wants to see Formal go pro in Pokemon. I was like, oh my Jesus. So
Wow.
apparently,
Hey, that's a big deal to some people. There are a lot of huge Pokemon fans out there.
yeah,
Like, I'm not one of them, but
yeah.
I know lots of people that are into it.
I
You know,
know.
it's popular.
Formal.
I know one of them.
It's not me. Pokemon has been a pretty competitive game, and there's already been events, but there's way too many cheese combos out there for esports. Well, I don't know. You better go talk to esports, Magic Seth, because apparently it's a thing. But yeah, I've never been into. I had Pokemon cards. I've played Pokemon Go for like 5 minutes, and not really 5 minutes, but yeah, apparently it's a thing. So that's interesting. I don't know. Go
I mean, back when I used to run the comic store, we used to sell packs of Pokemon cards. It was popular. I mean, it was on par with Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, it made money too. Like, it was popular not then, and it's still popular now. You know, just probably not in my particular area as big as it once was, but lots of areas around the states and even in Japan, it's freaking huge.
For the record, they still sell Pokemon cards, new ones.
Of course they do.
And then you can go and you can take those cards and insert them digitally, and they become your digital deck, which I thought was pretty interesting.
That is interesting, yeah.
Because my nephew, he's getting into Pokemon, but my brother-in-law, he's actually using the digital deck and learning how to play Pokemon to see like what the hype is. But yeah, I guess I'll use the fear strategy and make all the esports money. Hey, there you go, bro. There you go, Magic Seth. There's your new way of income right there, man. You don't need Twitch. You go into esports. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so all right. So here I go, Bezoid. The question that everybody's been wanting to ask and everybody's been wanting to talk about, and it's very opinionated, but thoughts of jetpacks coming to Fortnite either this week or next week, and thoughts of will it be a good thing or a bad thing? Open the floor.
I'm gonna open the floor with this. I have to see what they do. I can't overreact yet, not yet, because they could just be something that's similar to just like the bounce pad, and you just go from one area to the next. But if it's something that you can have on for a while and you keep it for a while, this game is about to get broke.
You know what I think it is, and I'm gonna use the 14-year-old Carrie's idea, because he's the one that gave me the idea. He's the one that talked about it. But the kid that carried me yesterday, he said, what if it's like you have the jetpack, and then you're going and you got to get canisters and refill your jetpack?
Oh man, no, we can't do that. No, I don't know. That is it. Yo, jetpacks will be a slow-moving, limited-use consumable.
But here's a question: why?
I'm guessing, I don't know why, when you can build everywhere and go so fast.
That's what I'm saying. Why? You already have. Think about this, right?
Okay, I see one situation. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, imagine if you use this with the jump pad.
Yeah. To get out like the purple.
Yeah, they get out
the
purple.
I see the thing that I only the one instance offhand that I'm thinking is, say somebody built up a fort, right? One tall fort, and you sneak up on the side of the fort, but you at the base, and you got the jetpack to go straight up. That's one way you can use it, instead of trying to build around to get up to their fort. Let's see. You're out of materials and you want to get to the top of a hill.
I mean,
that's a good one.
That's a good one. I could. I don't know. Maybe you need to get to the top of something, and maybe you don't want to for it to be seen, but you're gonna be seen anyway or heard. I don't know.
It depends on how loud it is. It's too early to tell. I don't want a single-use item like a jump pad that can only you can use. So yeah, I wonder, is it only gonna be in solos or is it gonna be in duos
squads?
And squads? So I don't know. I'm gonna reserve judgment.
I ain't here to judge. But I almost think it's too soon for jetpacks right now.
No, At least it's going to promote more engagement instead of being in a bush.
So get rid of the bush and hell to the jetpack.
I'm totally against the bush. Wait, that's said wrong.
Oh, Bezoid's against the bush, y'all. Bush protest. Oh my Jesus.
I like the landing strip.
Okay, okay.
Look at Crew Dog.
Knee. Okay. Whenever you're ready, Crew Dog, you can come in too. By the way, and we'll probably
Speaking of the landing strip.
Yeah, we can do your interview after this topic. Yeah, like I don't know.
What do you think, Handy? What's your idea on it?
I don't know. I feel like it just depends because Fortnite does everything so differently. But I don't know. I don't like them being up in the air. And it all depends too. Are you gonna be able to shoot your weapon in the air?
Exactly. That's what I said. It'll be too early to either have outrage or praise, and let us see what it does first, because I really don't, how they're gonna implement it yet. And once I know that, I'll be able to give my full thoughts on it.
Finally, sorry, Crew Dog. We were waiting for Bezoid because I know Bezoid's got questions for you too, man. DB said, stand next to a bush and set the bush on fire when you take off. That'd be good.
That would be kind of fun.
He said, I have faith in Epic's ability to implement new things without breaking the game. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I almost think there's too many freaking shields and heals in the game, though. What's up, Crew Dog?
Is this thing on?
No.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Everybody, welcome
Crew
to
Dog. Welcome Crew Dog in here.
Welcome, Crew Dog. Everybody, welcome the Twitch affiliate spotlight, Crew Dog 217. If you're not giving him a follow, make sure to give him a follow. He streams every morning. Go ahead and give your times. I don't know your times because I'm in Texas.
8 Eastern to 11.
There you go. Yep. And
Days.
6 days or 7?
Weekdays.
Weekdays.
Oh, weekdays. Oh, I thought you
Monday
said.
through Friday.
I think you said 6 days. I was like, oh, you streaming Saturdays now too? Okay. Everybody's streaming Saturdays. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if I need to scream on the phone so everybody can hear me or not.
No, you don't. You're funny. That's great. Actually, you are kind of low, but you're good. You should be good.
What?
You are kind of
You sound
low,
low?
a little bit, but you're okay.
I'm driving. So.
Yeah. See, he said he's driving. Just so you guys know. Thank you
I've
for
been
that.
there. I know.
Thank you for the shout out, DB.
10 and 2.
Huh?
I was saying 10 and 2.
You'll have to tell me if it's 10 inches. What?
Definitely. So, Crew Dog.
You want 10 inches? What?
Huh? No.
No.
Oh my Jesus! And you can find more of this humor of Crew Dog and his streams. Welcome to the Twitch affiliate, the Spotlight, the first guest. Yo. So, Crew Dog, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you some questions, and I'm sure Bezo got some questions.
Yes.
How
A bunch of lies.
how long have you been streaming?
Since, what was it, October of last year?
Awesome.
Or November? Something like that.
Awesome. And then I got one more, and then I'll let Bezoy take over, and then we'll just keep going back and forth. What got you into streaming? Like, what made you say, you know what, I want to stream?
Well, actually, I got into Twitch, I think it was December of 2015.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Might have been 16. But, and I looked at it for a little bit because I was like, what the fuck's this broadcast shit on my Xbox? Why do I keep on seeing somebody's broadcasting stuff? So then I looked at it a little bit. Whatever. I don't care. Then I went back and started watching. watching, and I was watching, the movie streamers, the popular players, stuff. And then I was like, yeah, let me search for Air Force, just out of the blue. And I found Grandpa.
Awesome.
And I got hooked after that. I was a little shy at first. I didn't want to go on stream or anything like that, and talk or whatever. But then once that happened, the freaking floodgates opened.
That's awesome.
And everybody kept on asking me if, in Grandpa stream, if I stream. And I kept on putting it off. I wanted to build a computer that I thought was great. And then I built it. I put it off. Now I might have streamed for a few minutes, whatever, here and there. And then one day I decided to just make a schedule and do it. And that was last year.
DB says shy. I call bullshit on that. LOL. Oh my Jesus.
I was. I'm serious. I don't know nothing about streaming.
Go ahead, B-Side.
I was gonna ask you, Crew Dog. I know you said you started streaming back in December and everything. What got you into gaming? What was like your first game?
My first game was a handheld, 2 or split corded device that 2 people could play and hook into your cable and put it on channel 3 or 4, and it was Pong. The increased difficulty, it was either make the fucking line smaller or that hits the little ball, or make the ball go faster, or both.
Huh.
It was Pong. It had a little slider thing on the little controller. I still remember what it looks like. And I was probably, 9 years old.
Wow.
Okay. How about this one? What is your favorite game of all time?
Ooh.
Of all time. Damn.
Ooh.
That I've played ever. Like, I don't know if I could go all time, to be honest, because, the different eras and how long I've been playing. So it used to be, when I first started playing games, it used to be Joe Montana football, which went to Bill Walsh's college football, which went to Madden. That used to be my game.
Oh wow, that's some history right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1990. And then NHL came out in '94, and that's why I like the Chicago Blackhawks, is because it was the default team to play with when you started the game. So I just stuck with it.
That's awesome.
Canada said easy hockey.
What?
Canada said easy hockey.
Back in the day, where we had less buttons and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I remember when the controller started to have more buttons, and everybody was like, "What the hell are you supposed to do with all those?" I think it was Nintendo 64 that ended up having triggers on the front of the controller that I remember. I was like, "Fuck that!" But I never actually owned a Nintendo system, but I played it like at friends' houses and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, back when gamers actually gamed at other gamers' house,
Yeah.
not always online.
Yeah, where you got 4 of your friends together. Here, I remember the Genesis came out with a splitter where you hooked it into the 2 controller ports and then it made it into 4.
Oh
the
yeah.
multi-tap.
Yep.
Remember that shit?
Yep. I had it for the PlayStation. That thing sucks for the PlayStation, but I remember for the Sega and the Nintendo. I think a Nintendo
Yeah.
had one too. Yeah.
Oh man, that's
So
and it was PS2 when I switched over.
So, since you've been gaming all these generations and all these different eras, back in the old generations, what you if Twitch was around back then, what would have been the popular game you think back then? What would have been like the Fortnite or the PUBG back then?
All EA Sports games.
Oh
I
yeah,
was hardcore EA Sports, to include NASCAR.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's crazy,
yeah,
man.
yeah, it was crazy. I actually took my systems on the road when I flew around the world and stuff.
What's up, Hellboy? Go
Set
ahead.
them up in whatever room we had. I had the power conversion shit. I had everything we needed. Yeah, I had extra controllers that I brought with me because I knew people would want to play. If there was a big screen TV, like say if we were staying at a place where it kind of like would be like a dorm type setting. If they had a day room with a big screen TV, you could like count on me taking that bitch over.
Nice.
And then
OG.
I'd have people have a sign up for who wants to play next.
Tecmo
yeah.
Bowl classic.
Nice. Yes, I remember Tecmo
Yeah.
Bowl.
Oh,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I got a story for that one.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
It was in Saudi Arabia during the Gulf War. Freaking, I had no Montana football, I think it was. Some dude's like, I'll kick your ass. Freaking, getting in your game. I was like, yeah, come on. I think it ended up being like 120 to 7 or something. Oh, it's
Damn.
because you play this game all the time. Let's go up to my room and we'll freaking play Tecmo Bowl.
That's
I
crazy.
never played Tecmo Bowl. I whipped the shit out of him in his own fucking game.
That's crazy, man.
I doubled the score.
That's crazy.
But, yeah.
So, OG, do you have any questions for Crew Dog?
Sure. Since you've been streaming, you're kind of getting used to things. Do you have any new projects? Are there any new games you're considering streaming in the future, or something different?
That's a great question.
I've been dabbling a little bit with the hockey. Yeah, streaming that every now and then.
Mhm.
But I thought about bringing out racing again. Being the coach of that
Oh, you're breaking up.
18-wheeler game. I'm like, well, maybe somebody wants some like accident. Oh wait, no, what's the other one? Flat Out.
Oh.
I don't know if anybody caught me playing that.
Yeah. It's a Demolition Derby
Okay.
game. Oh, he's breaking up.
And it's up cars. That's the other one.
Oh, nice.
I played.
Yeah, he's breaking up right now.
You,
Yep.
you driving in the dead zone, buddy.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you
There
now.
we go.
There we go.
All right, I'm up above the trees now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but you were talking about Flat Out, the Demolition Derby game, as you said, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, and I was saying that I'll play any game if you would go on my profile to what game. All you gotta do is play
He's-
whatever.
He's breaking up again.
Yeah,
There you go. Now you're good.
new topic.
Hey,
What?
okay, you're good. You're good now. So, my
I
question.
said, look at my library. I'll play whatever.
Okay, there you go. My question is to you: Do you have any advice for new streamers that are thinking about streaming? And then my second question is: Do you have any advice for streamers that are maybe, been streaming for a while? And if so, what advice do you have for both?
All right. The advice that I have that will probably help you grow, get more viewers, stuff. I thought I'd be asking this question is when should you start streaming? Now. If your console's capable of streaming without a camera or whatever, you don't have a PC, just start streaming now. Just get used to it. Just start, talking to people you don't see. Review your videos that you have and see, hey, what I want myself.
Right.
You know, that's the most important thing. If you bore yourself, why is somebody else going to come in? But
That's very true.
That's a good point.
but if probably the most important thing is don't just stream and expect people to come in there if you don't get involved in other people's community.
It's very true.
Because, you know, unless you have a popular name or something or can buy out Twitch and get yourself on the front page or something, you know, which we talked about before. But you got to get involved with other people's stuff.
Very true.
Plain and simple. That's probably the biggest thing. That if I have any popularity, it came from me being involved in other people's stuff, and then they followed me, and they were waiting for me to speak.
It's very true. It's very, very true. That's like 100% on point. Without community, you have nothing. Without community support, you have nothing. Man. Bezoid, you got any?
Yes, I have a question. I know you said you will play any game, and stream any game. My question to you is there a game that you see right now that isn't getting the attention that you feel it deserves, and you would like to shout out?
Da-da-da.
No, not really. You know, I'm so Fortnite cracked up that, you know, there isn't any game to me right now unless I see it on somebody else's stream that, you know, they decide to play something different that would catch my eye. I'm not really reading the magazines like I used to back in the day to see what's coming. Every now and then I'll get on the GameSpot or whatever and look at some of the reviews there.
Man.
But like right now, Fortnite is my main, just like May is for me and Overwatch.
So, okay, since we were talking about Fortnite when you came in, and you know, and we're doing.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, Epic Games doesn't want his opinion. You broke up again, sir. Hold on. You broke up. Yeah, we totally did not hear you. Nope, you're breaking up again.
Mr. Roboto.
Damn it.
It's because you're about to say something crucial. Nope.
Soon as he might have to get out the Discord and come back in and like.
Yeah. Well, he's driving too. So. He's driving too. So. Well.
Yeah.
Well, that was interesting.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
There we go.
Alright. So I was going to say...
Rip.
God.
Rip. Yeah, nope, it's not working. It's not working. You are in a dead zone, sir. Or some kind of zone. Alright. So. Yeah, it sounds like he's in water. Here we go. Now I can hear you. Alright, there we go. Nope. You're Okay, so
Hey, when I get cars, I'll let you know. I'll just hang out.
alright.
There we go.
There we go.
I got 4 bars.
There we go.
There we
Now
go.
you're good.
Yeah, now you're good.
You were saying about Fortnite.
Yeah.
Alright. The jetpack thing. Alright, I heard a rumor. The reason why they're adding the gas stations is because you're going to have to get gas for the jetpack.
Really? That's
It's just a rumor on the rumor mill. I heard it in a stream, a well-known streamer.
Right.
And just to suggest, I think that's what people are speculating, basically, because they just added some more gas stations recently.
It's very true. And they added a chest, and there's actually a chest in the gas station now that you never used to be there.
Yep. So that's a possibility. Do I like it? Just like Bezoid said, I think that depends on what it does.
Right.
I think it should just be a height thing, and it should go forward or backward, side to side, no faster than you can run.
Right. I mean, the way I look at it too is if what's stopping them from adding the hoverboard in the actual BR mode, Because for those that don't know, the hoverboard, there is a hoverboard in actually the PvE that helps you get around the map faster. So my thing is, well, if we're gonna add a freaking jetpack, what's stopping the hoverboard from coming in the game?
And if they put a hoverboard in the game, they should make it a 2-player. So when you play squad, you gotta pick between the 3 other guys.
I wonder is now that I think about it, you always say that the difference between one of the differences between PUBG and Fortnite is the fact that PUBG has cars.
Right.
I wonder if they working this in there as like a trial for
vehicle
eventually putting cars in there. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I honestly feel like jetpacks are not needed though. That's the thing. I don't even think cars are needed in Fortnite. I really don't.
Yeah.
The map's too small for it.
What it needs for some people are alarms to let them know, hey, you're 30 seconds away from the freaking storm coming in. Before you can set it. All right, this is this far away. I need to set an alarm for 2 minutes.
Because I don't know. If something, I just feel like vehicles are not really needed in the game. PUBG map. Yeah, PUBG's map is at least 4 times as bigger than Fortnite's, so vehicles are needed on that. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not saying it's needed. I'm just saying, what if they're doing it as a trial too? Think about putting it
to step up to that.
I would think it would be. I would think it would be a bad idea. I almost think jetpacks is a bad idea. I just feel like it's the reason why I feel like jetpacks is a bad idea because I just feel like it's too much. It's just too much. I mean, maybe it'll get people wanting to snipe more. Maybe, I guess, because I avoid snipes. I avoid sniper rifles at all costs.
That would be funny as shit.
You snipe.
If they added a tricycle, and it goes a little bit faster than you run. Yeah.
That's a little funny. What if they did add something like cartoony, like a tricycle that's not too fast, it's just a little bit faster than your run? You never know. I don't say let's be opposed to it. I'll just say let's see what they do. Before we judge.
I agree. I just think it's a little weird, and I feel like I don't know. It's like if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Because they don't want to get stale now. That's the thing that they try not to do. That's the thing that H1Z1 did, and that's why H1Z1 started to decline, and that's why PUBG came up and blew up, and then that's why Fortnite blew up because PUBG started getting stale. They don't want to continue that trend, so they kind of keep on the aggressiveness of putting out things.
Side quest fun fact: H1Z1 has more views than Call of Duty.
That's no surprise.
I'm just putting it out there. Yo,
Charlie today asked if they want. One of the questions was, do you want to see Battle Royale mode in the next Call of Duty?
I don't.
No,
Honestly,
no.
I don't.
Yeah, stick to your shit.
I
I
don't.
don't want.
I don't want it. In fact, I'm to the point to where like if battle royals in Call of Duty, then I probably won't buy the next Call of Duty, just to you know.
I think I'm gonna be a handy. I think I'll be throwing money at the screen for this. If it's Black Ops 4 now. If
Nah.
it's not Black Ops 4, then I'll be more reserved. But I'm a big Black Ops fan, so.
But see, here's the thing though. Like it's like this. It's like I play Overwatch to play Overwatch. You put Overwatch in Call of Duty, that turns me off. You know what I mean? I play battle royale games to play, battle royale games. Not in Call of Duty. I play Call of Duty
They're
to play
better off
Call of
just making a new one.
Right.
So you mean to tell me Monster Hunter can't have a battle royale according to you, sir?
No. No. And you know what? You know what actually did, and is actually ranked as one of the PlayStation Battle Royale games, which I didn't even know. Did you know Ark the Survival has a Battle Royale mode? I had no idea.
You know what? I did not know that.
I did not know that either. Did not know that either. Did not know that either.
So, okay, let's get back to the interview now that we have Crew Dog on the show. Crew Dog, to the people that's watching, what can they find on the Crew Dog channel when they stop by? What are they looking? What are they gonna see? What are they gonna be in for?
They're gonna be in for unimpeded screenplay. Entire screen, nothing's covering the play area. You know, how many times have you been like, how many people are, dude, get in your fucking lane, kid. Oh, I'm sorry. How many times have you been watching the stream and you're wanting to see a specific thing, but the person has something covering it up?
It's very true.
Like if they're in spectate mode, some people have that area covered up, and I can't tell if it's playing, if they're like really watching the screen, or if it's somebody else, or to see how much resources the guy has, or to whatever, or cover the character up, And that was the one, I guess, unique thing that I did. I didn't want any of the stuff covered up because that was one of my bitches.
Yeah.
That I had. But each their own, I made it where I like it, and I've been getting compliments from other people.
Well, the one thing about yours is that yours is different from everybody else's, and that's what I like. And the funny thing was, and I'll show you, I had an overlay similar to that, like when I very first started, like my very first day at Twitch, and everybody said, "Oh no, that you're not supposed to have overlays like that. That's not an overlay." And so I got rid of it because I didn't know what I was doing. But I was thinking the same.
Whatever fits in the area you're making.
Right. Yeah.
To include the video you're feeding. So
yeah.
Whatever works.
I definitely think it's cool. I think it's really cool.
And I played with it and made different stuff, different sizes. Hopefully everybody can see everything, even on the phone now. If they put it in landscape mode.
Yeah, no, I see everything. Your words are a little small, but that's, whatever.
Yeah.
I ain't tripping. I think it's great.
Even with my badness, I can see it.
So, my next question is to you. If you were in control of Twitch, what are some things you would would some things that you would want Twitch to improve or add or take away?
I don't know. Twitch is kind of like, I think they're trying to cross over into Discord area right now with that mod chat and that sub chat. I think eventually Twitch will add. I know you didn't ask me what would they improve, whatever, but I think they're leaning toward actually having voice chat on the Twitch app, on the phones and on the app that they offer for PC.
That'd be interesting.
So, that's kind of too fast. But to change something, give me more percentage. That'd
Give me some more money, so I can throw my money at the screen. I'm just kidding.
To be honest with you guys, like, and I'm sure like most affiliates would say we didn't really care too much about the sub as much as we wanted to have emotes for people to showcase in other people's streams.
Right.
You know, out of everything, I think that is the thing. Just like Twitch did with the bits. Dude, and this is why I keep on telling everybody, Twitch is trying to make money off of everything that they can.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so here, let's give them bits, and then let's give them this symbol if they donate this much.
Right.
So they look like a friggin' hot shot in this person's stream. They got me. I'm not lying. I bought bits like a motherfucker. But I don't buy bits anymore.
Right.
And I tell people, don't give me bits. I said, I'm not saying that I want you to donate to me, whatever, but you're better off just sending, you know, a PayPal transaction than bits.
Yep.
You know, the bits thing is an ego thing that they made to make money.
A little side note too, and I've shown proof this to Crew Dog. For those that don't know, when a person receives bits, you may send me 500 bits, but after that 500 bits hits my revenue, Twitch actually takes a portion out of that 500 bits. So say for instance, I might be at 105. Well, okay. Well, tomorrow I'll be at 102. And Kuda didn't believe me, and I sent him screenshots, and he was like, "What the duck?" And I did more researches. Actually, when people donate bits, not only do they get money from you buying the bits, but they also take a portion, like a percentage out of the bits. So.
And then if you buy the bits on the cell phone, it's more expensive because I guess they're giving money to the carrier.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Is that why?
I don't know, but
sure.
I would think that would be the reason why. I mean, that makes sense. You know. But yeah, so definitely I would totally agree with you on that statement. Just so you guys know. We'll give y'all a little bit more aware. And OG, do you have any questions for Mr. Crew Dizzle? OG?
Actually, yes. Is there anyone that you watch as far as Twitch that you want to give a shout out to? So like an up and comer that you think deserves a little more credit than they get?
A little bit more credit. Bezoid.
Thank you.
Bezoid. We're having a grand opening at Bezoid Streams House on March 3rd, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Time to be determined.
Yep.
Yes, it'll be determined by Friday.
Basically, that's what I'm waiting for. As far as getting ideas from. Cause if I learned anything from recruiting, they used to say lie, cheat, steal, and I'm just gonna go on the steal idea. There's nothing wrong with using ideas that other people had. It happens every day.
Right.
But change it to where it's you.
Exactly.
Change it to where it's your style. You're comfortable with it. If you try to mimic the other person, people are gonna see it.
Yeah. And it causes a backlash.
Like I saw some dude the other day that has a huge ass mustache. It's like he's trying to look like Dr. Disrespect or something on his stream. I'm like, how could you eat food and everything else
Right.
with that?
Right.
And not get it in your mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but, steal the ideas, but tailor your stuff.
Right, exactly. Make it your own brand.
I want to see Bezoid. I can't wait to see it.
Oh, I know. I'm like excited because I have no idea what it's gonna be. All I know is what game it's gonna be.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my Jesus.
Thank y'all.
Oh my Jesus. But I think that concludes our interview. I don't know if anybody else has any questions. Bezoid, if you have any questions, go ahead. And
I hope there's any cop behind me because I was going 75.
oh my Jesus, yo! If you get pulled over, we want it on the podcast, okay? For controversy.
Or you want me to stream it? Me getting a ticket. Do you know why I pulled you over? Is this a trick question? Go ahead and tell me.
Be like, why are you writing me that ticket, sir? Why don't you go check out Handy Killcam and Handy Killcam's OG's podcast?
I'm gonna be like, because you like my red Jeep. That's why. Go and check it out.
Are you in a red Jeep right now?
The question I would ask is,
Oh, nice.
the question I would ask for Crew Dog is, would you be able to come back on stream again, the cast again in the future? I would love to have you back.
Oh, any time you guys want,
Definitely.
Like sometimes I get tired. I'm actually getting my refill of my medicine that keeps me more alert and awake. But yeah.
Cool.
The only thing is I don't want to steal any thunder from anybody else. Any time or anything.
Definitely.
That's no problem.
Usual thing.
Definitely.
I love what you guys have been doing. What you've done. And you got a lot of people listening, watching. Not only live but after the fact too.
Yep. And we are on SoundCloud and Stitcher. And maybe if I could find somebody with an iPhone, maybe we'll be on iPhone podcast, whatever that thing's called. I don't know what it's called. iTunes? I don't know what it's called. But yeah, apparently you need a iPhone device or an iDevice to do that. I've tried doing it, but I don't know how to do it. I'm not Apple friendly. So if any Apple friends want to volunteer, I give you the RSS feed and you just put OG podcast and boom, there you go. Everything else is done by itself. But yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on to.
Yep. Go ahead.
My pleasure.
Go ahead, Bezoid.
Oh, I was really thinking of. I know we've been talking about it for a minute to have him on. Just wanted to give him a shout out because I think his stream is very entertaining.
Definitely. He's showed us all how to be a community. If anything, if you can't take anything from Crew Dog and Crew Dog stream and whatever, he shows you how to work as a community and how to support one another. And really, all these organizations that try to make organizations and try to get these labels added and get licensed added and all these things. You really should pick Crew Dog's brain. Not saying that he's opening up his DMs to you guys, but I'm saying just watch how they support and it's genuine. Okay, I don't want somebody supporting me because they have to. I don't want it to be a requirement. I want it to be because they genuinely feel that way, and that's what Crew Dog and B&D and our whole community does. We're not obligated to do anything, but we do it because we love one another and we're there to support, and that's how real organizations should be. And I just feel like Crew Dog has shown that and been a prime example of, and I feel like a lot of organizations that I've been in and out of myself need to and future ones that I don't even know about should take notes. Definitely
on board with that.
Definitely. Yep.
OG, got anything to add to that, sir?
Well, I'm not a streamer. However, I do. First and foremost, I want to thank you, Crew Dog, for showing up because it's always cool to have another guest on there. So it's good to hear your voice and your comedy and your interesting, input on everything. But yeah, as a community, we want to kind of get everyone involved, get everybody encouraged to do what they're passionate about. A lot of people kind of get too scared, kind of like what Crew Dog was saying earlier. When is the right time to do it? Now is the right time to do it. If it's fresh in your mind and you feel that passion to do it, you need to get your butt started and do your own thing. Yes, you're gonna probably have a little bit of something from somebody else. It's hard to be 100% original, but do the best you can of just being you, and people will notice. Everybody has their own character, so just keep
Definitely.
doing what you're doing.
Definitely. All right, Crew Dizzle, we will let you go and drive in peace and not get a speeding ticket, sir. It's been a pleasure. And I will see you on your stream tomorrow, most likely, if I'm not naked in bed. But yeah, definitely.
Okay.
No video calls, please.
Before you go, can you give out your ways we can find you? How can we find Crew Dog other than Twitter?
Basically, if you search Brewdog217, it's probably me, except it's an adult entertainment site. That's not me. And on Xbox, it's Brewdog217 Everywhere else, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. I do have a YouTube. I don't use it too much. Got a couple of funny videos I made. On there, but yeah.
All right, you guys, check him out on all social media. CrewDog217.
Definitely. Don't forget he streams 5 days a week in the mornings, 8 Central. 8 Central? Hey, not 8 Central. 8 Eastern. My bad. Apologize.
Watch me while you get your coffee.
Yep. Definitely.
Cup of Joe and Crew Dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
They're
right.
both hot.
All right.
All right, Crew Dog. We'll let you go, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, take it easy. All right, there, Bezoid and OG. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to discuss?
Well, currently I'm trying out Sombra, and I'm loving how she feels right.
I told you, bro. She's pretty strong. I knew he was gonna get on and freaking try her out. I was like, he can't wait. He He's gonna try her out right now. Told you, man. She's pretty strong. She seems to be able to take a lot more hits too. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't know. Just the way her spread is on her weapon is really good. Also, they gave May more ice picks. Basically, they gave her more ammo. Like, I think 2 more shots. And then her freeze beam actually freezes you quicker now. Doomfist, all they did with Doomfist really was just make it to where his fist reloads faster. And what's the other one? What was the other one? There's another one.
Hanzo?
No, they haven't done Hanzo yet. They haven't touched Hanzo yet. I don't remember who it is now. I don't know.
It seems as though the teleport where she put it down, wasn't it like 10 seconds? Now it's 20.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they did increase the teleport also. One thing you probably will not like about the new Sombra is that her ult does not charge now when you go and you hack the the health packs and take the health packs. You cannot gain ult no more.
Oh.
They took that away. That's
Ooh.
they did. Yeah, her teleport is longer, and her bullet spread is shorter, and her hack is actually, it takes her less time to hack now. It's like 2 seconds shorter than what it was, or maybe like a half a second. But
yeah, it's really fast.
Yeah. I was like wrecking shop with her yesterday. I was like, oh my Jesus, I almost love Sombra, but I can't because that's Bezoid's character. Definitely. OG, do you have anything you want to speak on?
Well, I don't know if you'll know this, but as of this year, PlayStation 4 is now 5 years old.
Oh.
That's
really?
great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been out for 5 years now. So do you think, being that it's now 5 years old, that they should start work, or they should release the PlayStation 5 soon, or should they wait another 5 years?
I call.
That's a deep question.
I call. Look, I'm putting it right now. In another year, it's gonna be out. If not this year, later this
Okay.
year.
Okay. There's two ways to answer this. One is business model, which is they will make a ton of money. So according to them, they will want to. But as a gamer, as a player, no, I don't think they should put anything out anytime soon because they're not even using all the specs now. They're not even like using the PS4 to its optimization yet. We could still do much more with things. Like same with the PS3. They didn't fully optimize it with what they could do. And so I feel as though they shouldn't go into the next one until they've optimized everything you can do with console. But I know a business, and the business gonna want to get that money.
Well,
Can't blame them on that.
here's my other theory on why they want to do it. I think I would do it just to push Xbox to see what Xbox is gonna do in a corner. Because look at it like this, right? If Xbox finally like makes a next gen console or makes a better console than the Xbox One X, well, that's more competition for me. That's more money. That's better for me. Because you never really want a Nintendo. You never want I was about to say Nintendo. You never want a actual console to die. That's where PlayStation messed up because they killed Sega. They should have never killed Sega. And I know we've gotten into deeper details about what actually happened, but Sega should have not died because it would have been better competition for Nintendo, for Sega, for Microsoft, and for PlayStation if Sega was still around. You know what I mean? Right now, only PlayStation's competition really in the console world is Xbox. And from a business standpoint, is Xbox really being like a strong competitor? I don't think so. I don't think so. And the main thing is Xbox lacks exclusives. And here's something that like threw me off. Okay, we all know that Sea of Thieves is coming out, right? For Xbox, right? You know Sea of Thieves is coming out for Xbox, right? Okay. I don't know if Xbox dropped the ball or they're just trying to get everybody to play Sea of Thieves. But you can get Sea of Thieves brand new with the Xbox Play Pass or whatever it's called. So
Xbox Game Pass, yeah.
Right. So basically for $10 you can get Sea of Thieves. Well, $10 a month. So, again, they're one exclusive way of getting the game on console, and they dropped the ball because, a lot of people be getting the Game Pass, but really you're going to be losing money, I believe. Well, maybe not, because you have people be paying a monthly fee to continue to play Sea of Thieves. But I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, Bezoid? I feel like it was a mistake. And the reason why I'm saying this in the PlayStation era, or what we're talking about, is because I want them to come out with the PlayStation 5 so it makes Xbox more competitive. Because right now, I feel like PlayStation doesn't need to come out with the PlayStation 5, but I want them to, so Xbox step up. Because I'm a fan of both systems. I like both systems. I think both.
So you saying have the one come out with more to push the other?
Right. To push the other.
Like a Goku Vegeta type.
Right. Because Xbox isn't gonna die. Xbox is behind Microsoft. Xbox is not dying anytime soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, what you're saying makes sense. But my thought is this: shouldn't Microsoft already have that thought process of being better just to be the best? Do they already losing? Shouldn't they already be one make something better? That's what I've been thinking. Like, Sony is kicking your butt right now. They should already be like, well, let's make something better, or let's improve what we have. I don't think they need Sony to go even further. Honestly, I think Sony needs Xbox to push them. They're basically just sitting on the win spot right now.
Yeah, gaming. DB said Gaming Pass is the Netflix of Microsoft.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. But I don't know. To me, I don't know.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't agree that PlayStation 5 or they should make a PlayStation 5 soon for the sake of pushing Microsoft. That's like Sony wasting money just to try to make somebody else more money, potentially. I think that they should just improve on what they already have, like Beasley said earlier, make their console as good as it could possibly be, because them enhancing what they already have by itself should push Microsoft to do more. They don't necessarily need to spend X amount of extra unnecessary money on making a new console when they're already doing all right. You know what I mean? I think it's just a waste of money too soon, and it won't be as good as it could be.
DB said, unfortunately, they want you playing games on their consoles and probably generation revenue. Yo, whoa, I don't know the rest of the name. Welcome to the Kill Camp Squad, where we chill and we kill and we have no drama. I have no idea.
Okay, wait. Miss
Steve? I have no clue. I have no clue.
I'll try it.
He said, unfortunately, they want you to. Hi, how you doing, man? They want you playing games on consoles and probably generation revenue through its game traditions or skins. Transitions or skins. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, from a consumer standpoint, I don't want the PS5 to come out because it's like I don't feel like dropping all that money on a PS5. You know what I mean? Because I already know the PS5 is gonna be next generation. It's not gonna be no half 3.5, 4.5 PS4. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a next generation, I believe. Would you agree with that, Bezoid or OG? If the PS5 was to come out, would it be next generation or would it just be an upgrade of the PS4?
As it stands right now, it'll honestly just be an upgrade.
You think so?
If it comes out right now, because like I don't think they're ready.
I just think it's too soon for a PS5. I really do. It should just be an upgrade if they're going to do anything big. Yeah, because again, there's more they can do with what they have.
It's so much more that it hasn't been done with this console. That's the crazy part. And even outside of gaming, it's so much done. Like with the things like with the Kinect was helping doctors do surgery on people.
But then, okay, go ahead. I'm gonna add what you're saying on that. Right, the Kinect was helping people. Then why discontinue it?
I don't know. I know they did wrong with when they came out with the Xbox One with trying to make them pay for something that people didn't want and stuff like that. But as far as there's so much more that can be done before we go to the next gen. And to go to it too early, you'll just be honestly just making people pay for a console that's just really an upgrade from this console. Which is why we have a PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. Because honestly, they was a little bit. They wasn't really as early as if they was to go to 5 from 4 now, but 3 wasn't really fully used already. So to jump again be way too premature in my book.
Yep, I agree.
Well, here's my thing. I'm definitely purging that real quick. Give me 1 second. Alright. You can't come in my stream, buddy, and broadcast your own talk show or whatever. Sorry about that. what I was gonna say is like
PS4 Super Pro.
Nice.
That was DV.
oh, what I was gonna say is we'll find out because E3 is around the corner. You know what I mean? Think about it. E3
Yeah.
is in what, May, June? E3 is around the corner, y'all. So it could be very possible if maybe not this year, but we may hear some things about the PS5. About the PS5. And
I hope not. I hope we're just upgrading this boy and, just going farther into what we can do.
I have decided I am throwing my money at the screen though and getting an Xbox One X eventually, because I want to be able to play PUBG better. Crew Dog has confirmed, and I've already said this in the beginning of the stream, but I'm saying this for Bezoid, that there's barely any render times when you are playing PUBG on the PS4, and it's just, I mean, not PS4, but Xbox One X. So I may have to throw my money at the screen. I don't know yet. I'm probably going to upgrade my not my graphics card, but my capture card first, which I did talk about that in the beginning too. But I'm just bringing you up to speed, B. So I'm bringing you up to speed. But yeah, that's crazy. That's really crazy. I feel like, I don't know. I still feel like in all seriousness, the one console that's winning right now is Nintendo. And that's just because it's just different.
See, that's the crazy thing about it. Like, from the PS3 to the 4,
Right.
aside from a couple of features, it was mostly just a visual upgrade
Right.
and like a power upgrade. There was a couple of features that they added that you couldn't, like the voice chat of playing this game and your friends playing that game, and y'all still able to be on the in a party chat and stuff like that. But the to go from the Wii to the Wii U to the Switch, that's a big change.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. You actually feel like you're buying a whole new console.
A
whole
different
new investment, and that's where Nintendo's winning. Like, and it's almost, if you almost think about it from a console standpoint, the PlayStations and the Xboxes are just getting stale. Right? Correct?
Well, I don't know about staleness.
But you know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
think Sony's fine. I think it's
Well,
Microsoft that might be getting stale, really.
Well, what I'm saying is you're pretty much just buying the same thing. It's just a great, like, aside,
Additional features.
yeah, right. Aside the games and everything else, because we all know PlayStation has the better exclusives. It's just facts. Beside that, it the same. You're still buying the same parts, just upgraded. It's like buying it. Like, for instance, the S9 comes out March 20th. There's some news for you, Bezoid. The S9 comes out in March. Exactly. Me and you just got no dates. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Mhm.
do I necessarily have to go buy a freaking S9 when
Not really.
when the major part of the S9, the major drive factor is they're bringing animated emojis that are in the iPhone 10 already. So that's their big point, and they just moved the thank you for the biddies. 30, 40, 50, 60 biddies, man. Look at all the biddies. Thank you. Thank y'all for the biddies. And it's like, do I really need to just go buy an S9 to because I want my fingerprint scanner moved and all these things? It's the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, we just got our Note 8s, and now there's an S9 coming, in a few weeks. Like, oh my Jesus.
And see, that's where I know that the business side gonna kick in. Like, people like me and you are gonna say, "Well, we just bought Note 8s. We don't need the S9."
Right.
But how many people do you know
They're gonna
got the
go throw them up.
iPhone 6, and as soon as the 7 came out, it got the iPhone 7. As soon as the 8 came out, you get what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So business wise, they would want to,
they'll
but
do
as
it.
as a gamer myself, I wouldn't want it.
No.
Hmm.
Thoughts OG and DB says Switch has nothing to compete with. Yeah, it's just we talked about that earlier. There's nothing that can compete with the Switch, really. But it's so unique compared to all the other consoles. It's so crazy.
It's just a a sign of how good Nintendo has been since the beginning. I mean, they outlasted Sega. They're about to outlast Sony and Microsoft. I mean, we might end up getting new console companies. Who knows?
Maybe Nintendo would be the only console company. Oh my Jesus!
I don't want that.
Oh, no,
I don't
want
please,
that.
Lord, no.
No.
Yeah, I don't want
Don't
that
get me
either.
wrong. I like Nintendo. Don't get me wrong. I would like at least Sony to stick around. I could give a crap less about Microsoft, but Sony, I would like them to stick around. I really
Little
do.
biased, are we, sir?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, there's only a few games I care about for Microsoft as far as exclusives. So compared to Nintendo and Sony, Microsoft doesn't have much that piques my interest, which is why I don't care about them. For me, it's about the games.
Right
and
now,
Microsoft doesn't have enough of them.
Right now, the only game that piques my interest right now in the Microsoft is PUBG. It's the one thing that keeps me glued to my Xbox. Is PUBG. If I want to, if I play Fortnite on Xbox, it's to play with my friends. But if I'm not playing with like my friends and I just want to play Fortnite, although I'll say this for next week. Although I don't like playing with PC players on PlayStation 4. That's the thing.
Yeah, because the reason why is because they they can set it to where their buttons can build stuff easier than. But they got it now to where you can actually play keyboard and mouse on your PS4.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, that's very true.
So it's up to us to want to say, okay, I'm gonna teach myself to play keyboard and mouse.
But
I'm not gonna do it. They tried to alleviate some of the pain with the turbo building, which I actually found is very useful in certain
situations. But I still feel like we need designated buttons.
I do believe we need to be,
and it's so easy because all you have to do is hit the build button. I've already mapped this out. Hit the build button, and then R1 be ramp, R2 be pyramid, L1 be wall, and then then so forth and so forth. It's so easy, and then you still have the edit button and all that stuff. It's like so easy. I don't know why. It's like I'm like this, right? I'm thinking like this. So you would rather put in jetpacks and then instead of giving me designated build buttons, give me designated build buttons and then give me jetpacks later. But I mean, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it.
I mean, I honestly don't believe the only thing I don't think the reason why they haven't because they haven't had a demand for people saying it. If it was a collection of people saying like, hey, give us a designated, give us a way to map our own buttons on controller. If people kept asking for it and it wasn't just like one guy here or one guy there, a few guys here on Reddit, I believe they would do something about it.
Go ahead.
Look what happened with the shotguns.
Definitely. Speaking of, and this will be the last point I'm gonna bring. I don't know where you guys want to go after this, but speaking of people making changes in Fortnite, Able Gamers made some changes in Fortnite and had their foot in it because of Able Gamers and Able Gamers Voice. They actually made it to where their there's different color mode or different colorblind modes in Fortnite. Me and Bezoid actually found this out. I think it was last Thursday during the Able Gamers, and then Able Gamers confirmed it in Twitter. So it's pretty freaking cool. Shout out to Able Gamers. It just shows that when you have a respectable voice in the gaming community and you handle things the right way, things get done. And I think that's really freaking cool. I haven't tried out the colorblind modes because I'm not colorblind. It won't do nothing for me. But for you people that are colorblind, just know Fortnite hears you, and I believe for every colorblind, it is there. For every colorblind, I believe it's there. I think so. I haven't double checked. I'll double check, but if not, the most common ones are. I know there's more than one, so definitely. I'll go ahead and drop it to you guys.
Yeah, that is good that they did. Have you talked, Handy? Have you talked about the new gold mode that?
Oh, I have not. I have not talked about the new gold mode and where we gotta win in and where I'll be putting a YouTube video up. That's cool. What are your thoughts on the gold mode?
The gold mode is what I thought it would be. It was party. It's fun. Me and Handy tried it on his stream yesterday. I believe it is something you could do when you're tired of grinding the normal squads or worlds and stuff.
I think it's a good practice mode.
Yeah, I believe it's a good practice mode. I won't say it's a esport type of thing we should keep or anything.
No.
I do think we should have this mode every once in a while.
No, I think Midnight. She said something funny though. She's like, yeah. She's like, I like gold mode because she's like, I hate playing against somebody that has a better scar than me or a better color weapon than me. And I was like, I can see that, but at the same time, like, I mean,
honestly, it's a different type of thing. I honestly like the challenge of a regular squad, and me having a worse gun than another guy, then beating him and taking his gun, felt like it just did something.
Is it?
Compared to
DB said. Go ahead, my bad. I'll read DB's question. Go ahead.
He asked, "Is it fun due to the legendary weapons, or because there aren't any shotguns?" That's a good question. But the thing that they got to replace the shotgun is, you get a whole bunch of people with the legendary. Well, I won't say the hand cannon. I think the silent pistol is a better close range thing than the hand cannon.
Here's a side note. One thing they do need to add though is what you get shot by, like what color. I want to know, like when I'm like when I'm spectating, I want to know what that person has. You know what I mean? Like yeah. I would like to know. Okay, that person killed me with a purple pump, or a green pump, or that person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
because you don't know if you got killed with like a white pump.
Right. You don't know, and you're getting mad and you're getting angry. I'm like, oh well, that dude had a freaking legendary whatchamacallit. Okay, that makes sense.
To answer your question, GB, I don't think it's the no shotgun thing that's fun. I just think it's fun to,
It's fun because it's an equal playing field in a sense.
Yeah, somewhat. Because if a guy got a rocket launcher, you don't.
Or if you have like 8 chug-a-lugs, which we had combined.
Oh yeah. And you know what? After that game, I didn't ever get that many chugs again.
Really?
I got a couple, but it's not like we did in that game.
The only thing that disappointed me about really disappointed me about the gold mode is that it was only in squads. It's not in singles.
Yeah, that did disappoint me. I would have liked to seen it in squads and.
Because I only like playing squads when I'm with actual people that I know. I don't like playing random squads. Just because communication is slim to none, or if not, people are jerks. So, definitely. But I enjoy the gold mode. But, it doesn't need to stay forever. But then again, I'm fine with it not having any good, any modes either, but that's because I'm not a beast at Fortnite and have 500 wins, so I don't need something new. I'm still trying to learn the game to get my first solo win. So therefore, just create more. What is that emo? I don't know.
Just create more rage when you get killed by a common pump. You have a scar. You saw that they killed you with. True.
That's true, but I gotta know. Like my mind's gotta know. Like I'm always left wondering, what is that? What is that? What color is that? What color did he have? You know what I mean?
When I get killed by a shotgun,
Right.
I'll be like, you know what? That's a shotgun.
Right. Yeah.
It's just a shotgun. They're overpowered right now. And I'm more getting to myself like, why did I let that guy get that close?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man, we do podcasts too, bro. We do podcasts. We're actually a little bit over our time because we did an affiliate spotlight on Crew Dog 217 today. We do affiliate spotlights on every last week of the month. So
Yes.
and
They
then,
was the great
yep,
goat, the man, the myth, the legend, Crew Dog.
Crew Dog, yep. So definitely. OG, do you have anything you want to share, man?
No, I think I'm good for the week.
You're good for the week? What about you,
Yeah.
B-Side?
Yeah. I had a really busy week with this, so yeah, I'm thinking gonna wait for next week to
All right,
hit
man.
everybody good stuff.
All right, man. All right, OG, go ahead and take us out and legitly take us out, man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for listening and watching the OG podcast. That's right, Original Gamers Pod/Tubecast. So, for those of you who will be listening later on, well, thank you guys as well. Feel free to comment on the YouTube as well. Because if you do make a comment, we'll be able to see what's going on. If you have any kind of questions, concerns, emotional outbursts, we want to hear it. We want to know it, and we want to talk about it next week too. So if you want your voices to be heard, if there's anything that kind of comes up, feel free to also show some love on YouTube as well, because we do exist there too. Other than that, our boy Handy will be at Able Gamers tomorrow, streaming
Yes.
over there. Wonderful announcement about B-Zoid coming out. He's coming out. So we want the world to know. So let's make it happen. Show him some love. And then, of course, I might be making some YouTube videos here and there in the future. So be on the lookout for that as well. And, of course, Handy will also be doing a combination of Twitch and YouTube. So be on the lookout for that. Other than that, y'all keep gaming and have fun, y'all.
Definitely, and please make sure to remember you can listen to us live on not live, but you can listen to this recording on SoundCloud and Stitcher. Just look up Handy Kill Cam and the OG podcast will pop up. This episode will be uploaded today. So see y'all later.
Keep gaming.
Yep.
I'm trying to